matter what.
Well, it's only up until a couple of years ago that
You
they
know.
decided to start breaking
Yeah.
kayfabe.
And I think that look, nobody wants to watch a movie and in the middle of the movie say, hey, by the way, guys, could you imagine if you're watching a movie and the Steven Spielberg comes up in the middle of the movie and says, hey guys, this is a movie, it's all fake, we're all friends, we're all getting, I mean, obviously everybody knows what this is, we're very educated people, we know what's going on, but to be reminded of, you want to watch something as entertainment, as a weekly episodic show, as everybody claims it's what it's supposed to be, then treat it as such. Treat it as if it is what you're trying to say it is. If you say this is a legitimate competition, treat it as a legitimate competition. Wins and losses, stuff like that. You don't have to break kayfabe. Educated fans, it's like, are you kidding me? You think this is, come on. We all know what it is, but treat it as such. Take a definitive direction and go there. That insider thing, I mean, it was a novelty for a while where fans were like, yeah, we're smart, we know this and that. That era's come and gone, and now everybody is kind of in on it, but it doesn't mean that they don't want to be entertained by it. So I think really everybody that goes into it should just take it for what it is and just enjoy the process. It's a ride just like anything else. Like something like a Harry Potter movie. You know the end of the movie, but you're still gonna watch it.
Well, it's tough now
Like
because
reading spoilers and stuff. It's up to
I
you.
was saying the same thing. You
It's
get
up
these
to you,
spoilers now on the internet,
and that's fine because
and
you choose to whether you want to, dive into that
and I
or
do,
not.
and I do.
You know.
But I mean, think about it. Remember back in the day, like, just let's go back with Scott and Kevin when they would hit the TV show.
Yeah.
You saw that and you were sitting there with your mouth open, like, whoa, this guy was, or who was it that was just on Raw one night?
Right.
It was Luger.
Yeah. Yeah. Lex.
Luger.
Lex was the first one. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't, and it's a shame, and that's what's missing the big pop in the business.
I know, I agree with you on that, 100%.
It is what it is.
We got a lot of stuff going on here, so.
How many people we got so far?
This says 8, but I'm not liking
that. That can't be right.
Nah.
Yesterday we had 34.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I didn't do any pubs like promos and stuff
for
to
tonight?
put. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Okay. Is Nimbo Slice on tonight? Nimbo, if you're there, let me know. Julian asked a question. I'm sorry, I missed it, but I just wanted to know, what was the best weapon that a fan ever handed you at an ECW show?
Leg. One of those
prosthetic ones?
Prosthetic legs, yeah. That was definitely cool.
I actually brought a Nintendo to the show once.
Did you really?
And I think Jack used it.
Yeah.
I think so. I can't remember.
That's funny.
It was either Jack or it had to be Jack or Sabu. One of the
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the only two. But Jack used to put down with the whole bucket.
Yeah, the whole the whole trash bin full of them. Yeah.
He used to leave the crap outside on your way in the door.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, it could have been Tommy too.
Maybe. Yeah.
Tommy
definitely Dream. Either Dreamer or New Jack.
Let's see. Have you ever thought of booking for TNA, WWE, or ROH? And have any of them even offered?
No. No offers, and I've never thought of it. It's just been something for me that I just never had any interest in, not at this stage in the game. I've always been, a performer. I will always be a performer, and I just don't, I just never was interested in that sort of thing.
I'll go on here and say it right now. If any one of those companies wants to call me, and I'll come in and book for them,
yeah, right.
I'll give you my phone number, no problem at all. Because that's...
It's never been a dream of mine. I mean, a lot of people like Lance. Lance always wanted to do it. We'd talk about it. It's Lance Storm, and he's always wanted to do that.
Was he actually a producer in these shows before? Or?
None of the past shows.
He will now.
No, he will now be with the new promotion.
Yeah, Wrestling
Revolution.
Project,
yeah. Which I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And all the guys.
And he has a good mind for it though too.
I've seen the list of people that are going to be doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good list.
Oh yeah.
You got Colt. You got Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah.
Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson, and Joey Ryan's on there.
Yeah. A lot of good guys. It'll be interesting to see what they pull out. Very interesting.
Have you ever faced Brock?
No.
Never?
Never. And I was around too. I just friends with Brock. Never got a chance to get in the ring with him. Scary. He's a scary dude.
Jody looks cocky here. Just mentioned that mentioned before that Chris was one of the most underrated guys. I remember his vignettes when he hit the home run or would make the 3-pointer, and we were just talking about that the other night.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Oh, it was good stuff. Fucking
It was
awesome.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Those were long days.
Oh, I can imagine.
Those were long days, my friend. I won't repeat what I said about
No,
how many
no.
takes I took the other night, but let me see here. Everything's Nimbo's off today. That's my boy. What was the reaction that you know when you heard that Owen Hart had died?
I'll never forget it. I was actually staying in my mother-in-law's house in Jersey, and I was watching the pay-per-view. I'd ordered it, believe it or not. It was an ECW at the time, and I'd fell asleep. I'm horrible watching television. I always fall asleep before whatever ends. But I'd heard something. I heard Jim Ross on commentary mentioning something along those lines. And I don't think Jim Ross had ever came across, and I don't remember, and I don't want to start, going into specifics, but I almost thought, if I woke up the next morning and I thought maybe it was a dream, you know what I mean? Like that couldn't have possibly happened, and of course I went online and you'd heard what happened. It was just crazy, absolutely crazy, you know. I still don't know how that could have happened, being how many concerts and events are done worldwide with stunts of that nature. Chris Brown just did something like that at the MTV VMAs where he flew up into the air. It's so common now.
Stern did it.
Yeah, everybody does stuff of that nature these days, and how something like that could get botched up is just amazing.
Because Sean did it.
So many people have done it.
Wait, you get that? Where was that? There was that shot of Sean that you always
Anaheim.
see.
WrestleMania 12.
Was it 12?
Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah, Anaheim.
And then where?
Arrowhead Pond.
Where was Owen Hart was?
Kansas City. Kansas City, yeah. Not the Kiel. Kiel is in St. Louis. Fuck, I forgot what the Kansas City arena was, but it's a legendary arena. We've been there a million times.
Do you have any encounters with the Ultimate Warrior when he came back to the WWF in '96?
I did.
And what does the locker room think of his action?
Just everybody thought he was a dick. Just, complete fish out of water. I mean, he'd come back. He left in, probably 90, 91. I'd say 91 is when he left. And believe it or not, he came back 5-6 years later. And it's like an eternity in the business. And how the business had changed. And the guys really didn't welcome him back. Because, he thinks the business is still what it was when he left. And in essence, it was starting to turn to, smaller guys, better workers, faster paced, more bumps, more concentration on your in-ring performance, and he just couldn't accept it and couldn't deal with the criticisms he was getting. So he was one of those in and out type of guys, Figured the world should revolve around him.
I'm gonna read a couple comments real quick, just because the relevance is.
Yeah, sure.
Julian's laughing because about your leg, about the prosthetic leg coming.
Yeah.
Was that paper TV?
I'm not sure.
Or did that become?
I'm sure it was. No, I'm sure it was taped. I don't know if it was ever aired, because Paulie taped pretty much everything, But it's out there somewhere.
Seen it at one point.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere.
He bought a keyboard with his cousin one time.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Loves Cocky.
Love that name. I can't get over that name.
I laugh every time I read it. Bottom line, we're all obviously huge fans in this room. I would love to see you get back in the best shape of your life and have another run anywhere. I think it's the perfect time for you to seriously train and make an impact again. Nemo just texted me and sorry that he can't make it, but he's having lunch with Mark Marrow.
Oh, right on.
Really?
Yeah, whatever, man. That's all good.
Have Marrow call in.
Yeah, it's all good, buddy. Hope you're enjoying it.
Hey, Jordan Loves Cocky, let us know how he's having lunch with Mark Marrow right now.
Okay.
And ask him how Sable is.
Yeah. They're not together anymore, right?
Brock's with her.
Brock's with her? That's amazing. No, but
He's fucking hanging out.
yeah. All kidding aside, I do. That's the whole purpose of me doing the shows, and Dean working with me and all that is for me to get in the best shape of my life, and to. This is all building up to something, so we're trying to build as many people watching and following as possible with throughout the social medias that I plug on this show, and that's the whole reason, I guess, is to give myself another opportunity in one of the big federations. So as long as you guys stick with me and continue to support me, hopefully something will happen. You know.
So listen,
So
your
that's what it's about.
moms, your sisters,
Yeah.
your grandmothers, your uncles, your brothers, your friends.
Excuse me. Keep talking.
Anybody that you can think of to get on here.
Yeah.
Now that you're looking at the ECW arena, get them on here because we need them.
Yeah.
You know, we want everybody available possible to be out here and help PJ get his, you know, again, another run somewhere. We want another 2 to 3 year run for PJ right now.
Yeah. Totally.
Maybe longer.
Well, I'm going to be 38 years old in October, and I don't want to be doing this like Ric Flair or like some of the other guys that I know that are well into their 50s. You know, I'm still in my 30s, and I want to make something happen within the next 3 or 4 years. And I'm being realistic. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and I'm hoping it just happens, before it's too late. And I think now's the perfect time. So, like I said, I'm willing to put in the work. I hope you guys are. If you guys want to see it, and believe in me, to please continue to support me like you have. It's a grassroots movement, and it's going to take small steps, and eventually, hopefully, in the long run, it'll happen. You know.
And hey, listen, guys, the email address is I'm sorry, justincredibleInfo@gmail.com.
Yeah. Please.
If you know anybody who's looking for talent,
Yeah.
we'll book Pete tomorrow for some match in West Virginia.
Well, wherever it takes, man.
Taking on I don't care who, as long as they can pay a rate for him to get there in the flight and back.
Yep.
And we'll start from there and we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
It's rumored that the 929 episode of Impact, Hogan's last, through the spoilers, of course, again.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan's last match will happen soon. Do you think it will be Hogan's last match?
No. Hulk isn't gonna. I believe that Hulk is kind of running on his last legs. I mean, he said it himself in a recent interview he just did with a radio station. He's 58 years old, and he just can't predict how he feels from one day to the next. I mean, one day he could feel great, the next day he could feel shitty.
Do you know Mero?
Do I know Mark? Yeah, I know Mark. Yeah. But as I said with Hulk, I don't know if I just don't see him having a whole lot of time. I think when Hulk will finally go out, as far as active wrestling, it'll be special. It'll be major. So I don't expect Hulk to disappear anytime soon. I think he'll always be a presence on television because he is a fixture pretty much on television. He's a big star. As far as in-ring activity, I wouldn't give it too much longer, no, unfortunately, because I like Hulk. I think he's great for our business, and I'm not one of those guys that hates on Hulk, because none of us would be here if it wasn't for him. So, I wish him nothing but the best. He's actually a real good dude. So.